Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and if you're interested in how the incredible groove from Hotel California by the Eagles is constructed, please do check this lesson out right to the end because I'm going to be taking it apart for you. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and today I'm going to be taking apart Hotel California by the Eagles. This was a request from one of my Bass Lab Plus coaching community members called Joe, and he asked me if we could take apart Hotel California, and I gladly said yes because I think this is one of the most incredible grooves of all time, and it's an incredible piece of pop rock music. So I've loved this piece of music since I was about 14 or 15. I played it a bunch of times and it never grows old, but it has a very, very unique groove to it. It's about 74 beats per minute, so it's quite slow, but it's kind of got this reggae flavor to it. So some of the bass lines that I'm going to show you here kind of are synonymous with the style of reggae. It's also got this quite funky flavor to do it. So it's a real fusion of styles. If I was to try and pigeonhole it, I wouldn't quite know where to place it. So I'm just going to take the groove apart for you now and show you how I approach it. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the verse only, because when I teach and when I take grooves apart is I try and distill them into their smallest sort of part. Once I've got that down, I can then start applying it to the rest of the song. So this is the verse. The chorus, the groove is a little bit different, so we'll look at that in another video. But I think once you really understand what the verse is doing, it makes the chorus look easy. If you want, there is a PDF and backing track to go with this lesson. What I've done is I've taken the verse groove and I've just looped it because I think that's one of the most useful ways of practicing this stuff. And also, please download the PDF backing track. What we'll do is let's have a listen to me playing the groove now. So first of all, you can hear it in your head and sort of soak it up, and then I'll get on and take it apart for you. So guys, let's talk about Hotel California. We are in the key of B minor, and what is going on is we have this 8-bar chord sequence going round and round and round. But what we have going on top is a very, very set 2-bar groove, which is just so effective. And the groove kind of alternates with the chord changes. So let's take this apart. So if we call this part 1, and if we call this part 2, what is going on here is part 1 is played over here, part 2 there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And what we're doing is we're moving this groove effectively around the fingerboard, and it's such an effective musical device that I'm going to show you here. Let me play it to you, and so you can actually hear this first of all. So 1, 2, 3, bar. So we have this idea going on like this, going on throughout it. So how this groove starts is we have 4 16th notes at the start of this. Don't worry if you don't read traditional notation. I kind of read this as standard, but in the PDF which comes with it, there's tab written too. So we start off with these 4 16th notes, which are 2 roots, like this. And then we go to the 5th and then the octave. So that's the first cell as I like to think of this. Then the second cell, so if we think of where the beats land in the bar, this is beat 1. And then we have beat number 2 here. And there's nothing in this beat until right at the end on the last 16th note of it. So let's try it. And then what we are always doing is aiming for the main beat there, which is on beat 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can hopefully hear my foot tapping. Dong gun dong gum, ba dum. So just place that right at the end of the second beat and then aim for this one. We always want to aim for the note switcher on the beat. And then we have this idea at the end, ga ga dum. So, and the beauty, the genius of the first part of this line is that it lands on the 5th at the end, and we have this really big, long 5th note of the chord. So let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me slow it down for you. So. So let's talk about riff number 2 now, or part 2 of this really. Rhythmically, it is identical to part number 1. So if you look at the dots here, how they line up, it's pretty much identical. Sometimes if you're not a notation reader, the stems will go up one way and down on the other, but it is essentially identical. But what is changing is this last phrase here, and this is kind of like the Motown idea. Okay, it does that at the end. So let me play it to you so you can hear how this sounds. So. And again, we are using the roots, the fifths and the octaves, but what we've done is we've moved it into over the chord of F sharp. So we have F sharp, C sharp and F sharp. So let's put the two together and you can hear how these kind of phrases answer each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has this kind of effect of hanging on unresolved. This one kind of resolves back to the lowest note, the root of the chord. So just listen to it once more. So let's play it once more, and I'm just going to slow it down so you can really hear the individual parts of this. So. Now, what we do is we superimpose these riffs over the chord changes, because this pattern here will work over anything with a number 1, like that, on bars 1, bars 3, bars 5, and bar 7. And this one, where we kind of resolve almost back down to the lower note, will work on bars 2, 4, 6, and 8. So let me play it to you so you can hear what it is. I'm going to tell you whether we're on riff number 1, or pattern 1, or pattern 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2. And that is how this groove is constructed. So we are superimposing these 2 bars over these chord sequences and adjusting where we play on the neck. So let's put this in context with the backing track which comes with it. What I'd like you to do is just play this verse round and round until you get comfortable with it. There's kind of no point in going on into the rest of the song until you've got this one thing comfortable. I believe in always sort of isolating it down to its smallest kind of possible component. And one thing I would always do is try and make loops of the important thing, because as a bass player, Really, all we need to be able to do is nail this incredibly important field. If we can get these 2 bars good, we can play the whole of the song effectively. The chorus, as I said earlier, is a little bit different, but let's try it with the track. So that is how I would take apart the verse from Hotel California and superimpose the 2 different patterns over the chords there. Please do practice the verse in isolation and get really comfortable with how that groove feels. That really is the secret to getting this song feeling good. If you've enjoyed this lesson, please do like and share. Don't forget you can download the PDF and the backing track from below. Once again, I've been James from eBassGuitar.com and I will see you next time. Cheers for now.